Hi guys.
Okay.
Welcome to our new podcast
From the Hicks family.
From the Hicks family. Yeah. We're the Hicks brothers. We're basically just gonna talk about our wrestling, and today what we're going to
talk about is SummerSlam 2005.
We watched it for like 30 hours.
Not
like
30
hours.
hours.
3. And make sure, and also you could and maybe check out Super Kick Weekly, my dad's podcast that he does with his friend. And thank you guys. All right, so the first match that started was Orlando Jordan
versus what was his name? I think it was Kyle.
Chris Bonnet.
Chris Bonnet.
It was a pretty good match.
Yeah, it was a squash match.
Yeah, squash match.
Yeah.
Okay. First part of the match. Bennett. Okay. Bennett. He drove Jordan into the turnbuckle.
Yep.
He did a cheap punch.
Cheap punch on him, yeah.
A cheap punch. By Jordan. And then it came with a German suplex.
Yeah. Jordan.
And then he did a what was it called?
Defense.
The cripple cross face. And Jordan tapped out. And the match was 25 seconds. It was a 25-second match. That's crazy.
Who's why?
That's
such a squash match. That's almost the shortest squash match I've ever watched.
I think it was like the,
second shortest.
Alright. Let's celebrate. Okay, you know what? Alright. And then the next segment, Eddie Guerrero was in the locker room. When Vicky Guerrero.
I'm pretty sure. I forgot about.
Showed up to talk to him.
Okay. Yeah.
About the match that he's doing tonight. Okay. So speaking of the match that he's doing with Rey Mysterio, okay, and why would you do this in a WWE thing? Okay, why would you bet on a match? Why would you bet your son for a match? You could have just not accepted the papers.
Yeah.
You could have just not accepted it. Okay, that really made me mad. Okay, every single time I make a bet in my basketball practice, I always lose. Yeah. Okay.
So, and then they were like fighting or something. Like they were fighting with each other. And I'm pretty sure that was
Murphy.
the end.
Murphy, we're not talking about the match right now. Oh. Okay? We're talking about Eddie Guerrero and his
I know. That's what I was talking about.
So, Vicky got like a warning for
I said they were arguing. They were arguing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They were.
Together.
All right. Let's just break this down. They were arguing. About. Okay. So, Vicky just wanted to tell him that if he loses, he loses. He just he thought that they were trying to tell him that she was trying to tell him that he was gonna lose. I don't think he's going to lose. No, but he told him that he thought that he was gonna show. He thought he was gonna lose. Okay, so Vic. Okay, let's just
he didn't.
Let's just go back to the thing that we're talking about. So Vicky Guerrero was all like telling him that so that Eddie was wanting to beat Rey Mysterio. Okay. Yeah. Alright. And he thought that is like some big thing.
Like some big deal.
Yeah. Eddie lied by saying that this is about Dominic. Vicky said this is about hurting Rey, the better man.
But no, that wasn't. No.
She said that she loved him and gave him a kiss. And then
she lied.
And
seriously, she lied.
And then she spoke about Eddie having heart of gold, but this person won't let him beat Rey. And then that's what got Eddie was mad, and she thinks that he can't beat Rey. Okay, so he was all yelling at her, and he was storming her out. You know, he scented her out. He was doing some Mexico language, and he's like, "Dapadoo, get out!
Get out! Yeah, Dapadoo, get out!
Yeah,
get out of there! Get out! I don't even know how to.
And then that was the segment.
I don't speak Japanese.
And then it was Mexico, and it was yeah, okay.
And then it showed what other match it was gonna be.
So next,
it was
Edge versus.
Oh yeah, Edge versus who was that? Edge versus.
All right, so Edge versus Matt Hardy.
Oh yeah.
Matt walked out to a really good pop. I heard it, bro. I was in the bathroom for the entrance, and the pop was so big, I heard it. It was a really good pop.
Yeah, it was really good pop, really good. I even heard it, mostly because I was in the living room watching it. Yeah, that's how we know this.
They met outside of the ring. Throwing punches.
I'm sorry.
Punches.
At each other.
Hardy destroyed Edge.
What?
In the first part.
Oh yeah.
In the first part, you know. All right. And then. It was big, you know, and then so then they got to the top rope, you know, at the top thing, and then Matt was got down, and then he was on the thing, and then he fell onto the mat on the ground, you know, and then that's when he started bleeding a lot. He got back into the ring.
Right.
In the ring. Bloody. Freaking bloody.
There was blood all over his face.
All over his face.
It was horrifying.
Yeah.
I really didn't like that look. I barely even looked at that. I just stopped looking at it. It was so horrifying. Like, I didn't like it at all. So
it was crazy because like he like it was like a comeback. Like, you know. And then he started beating him, you know, like in the face. Okay, and then
kicking him.
And then he was on the ground. The referee was like checking on him, okay? And then he came up with the freaking kick to his face right here.
Yeah.
It was like boom, right in its face.
I think
right
that was the worst part. I did not like that.
Right to his face.
Dude.
And it was freaking crazy.
He was smiling.
Yeah, like, he was. Okay? And then
happy when he's done.
And then before he kicked him, he was like the referee was like checking on the guy, you know, he was like checking on Matt Hardy. And he was like, hey, are you okay? Do you want to still do the match? Okay, he was gonna answer, he was gonna respond, and then
Edge just
came in, and then boom into his head, and then
so rude.
And then and then the ref didn't even respond, so they stopped the match.
They stopped
the match.
The whole thing.
Okay.
That was kind of a good strategy for Edge, but just mean. Like, interrupting the ref. Like, why?
Yeah. The winner, they said, you know, they said on the thing that the winner by knockout was Edge, but he wasn't. But Matt Hardy wasn't he wasn't knocked out.
He wasn't knocked out. I'm pretty sure he would have said he was still gonna do the match if Edge didn't come and him into the face.
Yeah.
Yeah. And because of that, the match just ended.
Alright.
I was so overwhelmed by that. Like, why? I was like, why?
Okay. So next match, Rey Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero. It was a crazy match. That was like my favorite match. Okay. I can tell you every single bottom dollar thing.
Dude.
Okay. First started out.
They were just beating each other.
No.
Like, yeah?
No. They came out with their entrance and went to Dominic and was like, hey buddy, you know. And then Eddie came out first, you know.
I forgot about that part.
And then he was like, hi buddy, and then pat him on the head, and I'm like, I'm gonna be your new cha-cha or something. And then he
into the ring, I think. That's how it was.
And then Rey Mysterio came up to him. He had a big old smile on his face.
Big old smile.
Okay. So, match started. Threw a few punches.
Yep.
And then, Eddie Guerrero, he got,
I think it was like a slam. Like body slam.
No, he got a ladder. He got it into the ring. He got it into the ring.
No. But somehow he got Mysterio down, and we don't remember how to do that. So we're gonna have to skip that part. We're sorry, but yeah.
Yeah, he got the ladder. Okay, he got it into the ring. He set it up, and then Eddie got up, and then Ray pushed the ladder down.
Yeah.
and then he was hanging on from like the top.
From like the top thingy that you pull down, and then
the top. Okay, and then they got down. You know, they got down to the ground.
Like I'm pretty sure he did one of these. Like
Eddie Guerrero. He fell down with the ladder.
Yeah. But he didn't really fall down. He was holding on to that. And then Mysterio
got onto his legs.
Like whatever. And then swam him back. We don't know how to explain it. It's too complicated.
Okay. And then it was crazy on and on. Okay. And then they went up to, they went up 2 things, and then, oh my gosh, that should be on, no, that should have been on Botchamania, because
oh yeah,
Eddie Guerrero, he was trying to do a somersault off of the ladder to Rey Mysterio.
Seriously.
He was on the other side. And then he jumped up, did a backflip, and then tried to get him down, and then he fell on the ground. And then Rey Mysterio had to fall down, and he lost his balance.
Yeah, he was grabbing on to Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
And then he fell down. I'm pretty sure it took more damage to Rey Mysterio because, so whatever his name is, I forgot, he was holding on to him. So he didn't hit the ground that much until Mysterio fell down. So I think that Mysterio took just a little bit more damage on that one.
Yep. Okay. And then at the end, Vicky Guerrero.
Didn't he try to come in? And then the security?
Vicky came in,
Oh, yeah.
That was the last, that was the second last match.
This one, now I know. Now I remember. It's the one that I'm pretty sure.
Well, we're talking about Rey Mysterio.
What?
Yes.
Okay, but I thought.
And then, so Vicky Guerrero came in. Rey Mysterio was down.
Yeah. I know this.
Rey Mysterio was down. And then, oh my god, you know what was so cute before that?
Oh yeah.
So
I remember
Eddie was walking up,
Yeah.
And then Dominic, the little Dominic, and then he came into the ring, and then tried to get the ladder down. And then it was he was
chewing. He was about to cry at that moment.
I know.
That was so cute.
Eddie Guerrero was laughing at him. Okay?
Yeah.
And then he was like, "What do you think you're doing?"
Yeah.
And then he tried to punch his son.
Yeah. That's messed up.
He was like,
I'm sure that Mysterio did not like.
And then Rey Mysterio was like, "No."
Yeah, he got up, fired up, and then he just straight on took him out, and then I'm pretty sure Dominic somehow came back in. I don't know how he came back in. I forgot about that.
And yeah, Vicky Guerrero got up, got the ladder down, and then Eddie Guerrero, he got down, and then he was mad
Yeah.
And then he was gonna get back up. He was gonna get back up the ladder, and then when Rey Mysterio was getting up, he was getting like up the ladder. Okay.
And
then Vicky Guerrero grabbed him, and then
pushed him down to the middle of the ladder, and then his head, pushed his head down. That's what happened.
Yeah, but we're talking about what just happened.
I don't know.
Murphy, we're talking about the end.
Oh. Well, yeah, that's what.
Okay, so yeah, holding him down, and then Rey Mysterio got up the ladder, won the match, and I don't know what was up with the chain because it was not coming down. It was not coming down. It was it wasn't coming down.
That's weird.
Okay, and yeah, that was the match. I got hurt, really bad. Watch this. Look. I got nails. I got a nail,
what?
There,
Now we're talking about Cameron's injuries, I guess. It's weird. So what we got next?
Wait.
Stereo 1. The computers are shaking. Don't do that.
Okay. Tell us if we missed one. We don't know. Alright, so
I don't think there's comment sections in podcasts.
Yeah. So now it's... Oh, no. Okay. So now it's Kurt Angle versus Eugene with Christy Hemming. I don't know. Alright, so Angle walked into the ring and decked Eugene with a punch. Angle slammed down as JR pointed that Angle hasn't lost at SummerSlam. And Angle hit Eugene with the back of his clotheslines. Eugene came back with the spine buster, which led his boos. Eugene wanted a people's elbow back of the Angle, back up and a clothesline. Let's go, Angle, leading to two German
say it now?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, I mean, two German two huge cheers. The fans chained, let's go, Angel.
All right. You don't know how to read. Okay, so got suplex that got a 2 count. Angle sent Eugene head first into the turnbuckle. Eugene did hulking up routine, followed by the rock bottom for 2. Angle wanted an angle slam. Eugene stepped out of it, and Eugene hit a Stone Cold Stunner for 2. Eugene put the ankle lock. Eugene put the ankle lock on, but Angle countered that by sending Eugene into the turnbuckle. Angle with an angle slam. Angle Angle slapped on the ankle lock, and Eugene tapped out to give Angle the win at 4 minutes and 31 seconds. That was a pretty good match.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was gonna be a squash match at the beginning.
Yeah. The guy was like it was gonna be a squash match.
Oh yeah, the Undertaker versus Randy Orton.
This is Undertaker versus Randy Orton.
Pre-match notes. It was. I know how to do it.
Murphy. I need to tell you something. But that's not the match.
What?
That's the match, Murphy.
Oh, Undertaker.
Okay, so Undertaker shoved Orton down, followed by a hard slap to the face. Undertaker with a shoulder tackle for 2. Orton came back with a hip toss, clothesline, and Taker walk, but Orton took him down with an arm drag for 2. Taker worked over Orton with punches against the turnbuckle. Alright, let me tell you something about this match. Okay. I actually like this match, okay? It was a pretty good match.
Pretty good.
Definitely. It was a pretty good match. And it was reasonable. It was reasonable. Alright. Back to the thing. Alright. So Taker hit a panted leg drop across the throat of Orton. Taker did the rope rock leading to the old school rope rock into the punch to the shoulder. Taker with a flatliner for 2. Taker sent Orton into the top turnbuckle in a move called Snake Eyes, and Orton came back with a drop kick. Orton wanted a RKO, but Taker shoved him. Taker went for a tombstone. Orton reversed it. Taker set it up, but Orton slipped out, and Orton hit a modified backbreaker for 2. Orton went up top. He jumped off a crossbody block. Taker rolled through, and Taker hit a choke slam. There was a fan in the ring. Okay, that was a pretty good. There was a fan in the ring with security.
Yeah.
Security, like 5 fans of security came in. The fan left with security. Taker picked up Orton. That led to hitting RKO and covered for the pinfall 17-17. You know, guess what? That wasn't a fan. I mean, that wasn't a fan. That was Randy Orton's dad.
Yeah, he was going over to like hug him.
It was Randy Orton's dad.
So it wasn't a fan. Weird. I wonder why. I don't know why.
Alright, so now actually, hold on. I need to tell you something, Murphy. What would you rate the first match?
I would give it 1 star because it was it was a 25-second squash match.
I would 0 stars. No stars. Because it was a really stupid match. What about the second?
I mean,
Orlando and Bennett. No, actually.
The blood takes away a star, and smiling takes away the Edge. Smiling takes away the star. But the other things, like the thing that caused the blood, that was kind of a good.
I'll give it a 4. You know.
So, you know what? Forget all about that. I give it 3 stars. How about that?
Alright. So, now we're going to the championship.
Championship match. I thought
John Cena versus
was a championship match.
John Cena versus Chris Jericho.
This one's my favorite.
Okay. Jericho with a running clothesline against the turnbuckle, followed by a suplex. There was a big blood stain in the ring from Matt Hardy earlier. Jericho with a spinning heel kick. Jericho went for a drop kick with Cena on the apron, but Cena moved and Cena went crashing to the floor. Cena took control in the ring with some punches, but Chris Jericho came back with a drop kick on a charging Cena. Jericho remains control with a suplex, a drop kick, and an eye gouge. There was a whip into the ropes.
Whip
into the ropes. Okay. And Jericho jumped Cena out of the ring. Jericho with a drop kick onto Cena on the floor. Jericho choked Cena with a cord off a camera. Back in the ring, Jericho set up for Cena a superplex, and he connected with it. Jericho landed hard on his back of his head, and as he rolled up for a 2 count, Cena got back in control with a back body drop, 2 clotheslines, and Cena missed a shoulder tackle because Jericho ducked it. Jericho with a running bulldog. Jericho lion salt. What's a lion? Oh! I'm so stupid. Oh my god. Jericho's lion salt attempt failed because Cena moved and Cena countered a Walls of Jericho attempt by kicking Jericho out of the ring. Jericho back in and Cena hit a leg drop to the back of the head for 2. Cena went for a FU, but Jericho countered it into a DDT for 2. The crowd was really into the near fall. Good spot, Jericho. Jericho worked over Cena by kicking him in the back, followed by a backbreaker.
Come on, I don't know where we are.
The crowd did a dueling chant. Mm-hmm. Let's go Cena, let's go Jericho. And it was really loud about 1 minute as Jericho worked over back at Cena. Jericho ran the ropes and Cena came back with a running clothesline. Cena with 2 clotheslines forward by a hip toss and spinning slam. Cena did the you can't see me hand gesture.
wanting
Jericho to win, and when Jericho pulled Cena into the center of the ring, the fans cheered even louder. Cena managed to claw his way to the bottom of the rope. To break the hold, which led to some fans booing. Cena tried to do an F-U off of the middle ropes, but Jericho countered with a belly back suplex to Jericho charged in. Cena caught him as he was going to give him a backbreaker, and then spun Jericho up to his shoulders and connected with FU later, known as the attitude adjustment for the pinfall win at 14:49 minutes. That was a very creative finish that drew a huge pop from the crowd. Okay, so we didn't watch this one. But yeah, we're just gonna do it, this is for the World Heavyweight Championship, no holds barred match. Batista versus John Bradshaw. Alright. So Batista did his pose in the aisle. JBL went after him. And Batista was ready for him as he hit JBL with the title in his head. They brought over by the entrance. Batista hit JBL in the back with a fire extinguisher. Go.
Okay. Where's the fire extinguisher part?
Right here.
Fire extinguisher. JBL came back by limping. Batista into
a chair.
An equipment.
A chair. To the throat. Batista came back with a spear that broke the barricade at ringside. JBL took over by shoving Batista into the steel ring post. JBL hit Batista with a short clothesline, followed by punches. JBL took the belt off timekeeper Mark Newton at the side of the ring and hit Batista in the back with the three belt times. The three times. JBL choked Batista with the belt around the neck. Batista fought out of it with a belly back suplex. Batista got revenge with the lethal belt by hitting JBL in the back with about six times. Batista with shoulder tackles to the ribs. JBL got a boot to the face, and JBL hit a clothesline from each word, and that was only good for 2 JBL steps, but Batista hit a back body drop counter. Wait. And then Batista picked up JBL and hit a Batista bomb, but there
but there was no cover.
Batista thought about it, looked at the steps, and fans chanted one more time. At him, Batista hit a power bomb onto the steel steps. Ouch. Batista covered JBL on the steel steps, and that was it after 9 minutes and 5 seconds of action. Okay, so Batista won.
I liked the John Cena one the best, so I'm giving that 5 stars. This is probably the longest one, I would say. And starting to the end, there was a lot of blood, and that was even more horrifying than the other time.
Alright.
Blood.
Final match, bro.
Gosh, this is fast. We're only on 43 minutes, and we're already at the final match. We must be doing this fast.
Yeah.
Way faster than I expected.
Hogan shoved Michaels down 3 times to the start of the match. Hogan with a shoulder block led to a ridiculous bump out of the ring by Michaels, who was really over the top in selling that. Michaels worked over Hogan with hard chops to the chest. Hogan whipped Michaels into the turnbuckle, and Hogan punted Michaels to the top rope, whipped Michaels into the turnbuckle, and Hogan punted Michaels to the top rope, leading to some more over the top selling by Michaels. Hogan sent Michaels into the top turnbuckle, followed by a silly bump by Michaels, thumb to the eye, and Michaels. Hogan with a back body drop. Hogan with a clothesline that sent out of the ring, leading to even more ridiculous bumping by Michaels as he did a flip over the floor after landing. After that, Hogan ducked. He head after a whip into the ropes, and Michaels kicked him into the chest. Michaels slapped Hogan in the face 2 times and sent Hogan into the turnbuckle. Michaels was punched out of the ring by Hogan. They battled on the floor with Hogan slamming Michaels on the Spanish announce table, but it wasn't strong enough to break Hogan to break it. Hogan whipped Michaels face first into the ring post. Hogan picked up Michaels and Michaels shoved Hogan into the ring post. Michaels sent Hogan in another ring post. Michaels punched Hogan in the head several times to cut him open hard way. The ref pulled Michaels off, and Hogan was busted open. The holster had blood pouring everywhere. Hogan likely did the blade job with the ref, pulled Michaels away. Instantly picked up from there with Michaels going after the cut on Hogan's head. Michaels slapped on a sleeper hold to wear down. Hogan's fans were chanting Hogan as Hogan's blood was all over his face, on Michael's arm. Hogan with a belly back suplex. Michaels came back with a running forearm to the face. Michaels up to the top. He went for an elbow drop. Hogan moved and Hogan did the finger point. Hogan with the 3 punches and he went for the boot to the face. But Michaels hit a forearm on Hogan and Michaels hit the referee, which knocked out referee Mike Troda out of the ring. Michael slapped on a sharpshooter on Hogan, as well as the other ref. Chad Patton went into the ring. The move was not applied that well. Hogan got his hand on the bottom of the rope to break it. Hogan kicked Shawn Michaels. Kicked Michaels, and Michaels bumped into the ref, Chad Patton, to knock him down. With no ref available, Michaels hit a low blow to the groin. Michaels brought a chair into the ring and nailed Hogan in the head with a steel chair. That was nasty. Michaels went up to the top and connected with a flying elbow. Michaels woke up the referee, Chad Patton. Hogan stumbled his feet, and Michaels connected with the sweet chin music super kick. Slowed count by the ref, and Hogan powered out at 2. It was hooked up. Hogan with hooked up time as Hogan no-sold punches the point by Hogan. Hogan with spinning and before falling, that was hilarious. Hogan hit the leg drop. Hogan covered for the pinfall win at 21-24. Winner by pinfall. Hulk Hogan. Alright, thank you everybody for listening to us. This is our first podcast ever. We're going to be making more maybe every day because we're on break. Speaking of winter break, Merry Christmas.
Oh yeah, we're also going to do some basketball stuff. We're going to split it into different podcasts.
We're gonna be doing all sports. We're gonna do basketball.
We're also gonna
football, volleyball, soccer, tennis.
We're also gonna do AEW
We're gonna do AEW, and then we're gonna do Raw.
Just
SmackDown. So many stuff.
So many podcasts. For 2. There's gonna be so much podcast from 2 to 7-year-old and 9-year-old kids.
All right. Well, how would you? Okay. So thank you, everybody. We'll have a good night.
Wait a minute. You think I waited? Let's wait some stuff. Just a minute.
4 out of 10. Be quick.
So we're gonna wait these things. So the first one I gave it 0 because and then 1 on the other one.
Murphy, we're doing the full show. We're doing
the full show. Okay.
I'm doing a 4.5. That's.
I'm getting it a 1,000 million.
It's a 5. It's 5 out of 0.
1,000 million.
If you want to do a high number, just do 5. Whoa!
I'm gonna have to do 5.
All right. We'll have a good Christmas. My name is Cameron. My name is Murphy, and we're
Why do you have two names? You said my name is Murphy and my name is Cameron.
I said my name is Cameron and his name is Murphy. It doesn't matter. My name is Cameron and his name is Murphy. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.